Oh, this is one Singapore's been waiting for, that's for sure. It's the return of the big heroes. And Jason Chi and Eric Ting are now on opposite sides of the table in the singles. It's the second category, SM2, which means that they have very little balance in setting, and players playing on just slightly less effective than in TT1. But here is Jason. He's only got one limb since his accident a few years ago, but what an extraordinary icon he has become, and really one of the major focuses of attention here in Singapore. He's only got one limb, and he's got a gold medal around his neck because of that fabulous come from behind victory against Thailand in the team event. Well, his partner in crime and great mate, I would say, is Eric Ting Chi Kiong. So the 43-year-old will be looking to upset Jason, but I tell you what, Jason Chi's ambition, he's got a huge heart, very, very capable and clever, and of course it will be very interesting to see how this unfolds, this singles match.
Time.
Right, let's get underway then. It's our 14th match of the day. The ball boys and girls, they do a great job. I keep mentioning them, but the volunteers, I mean, they have a wonderful reputation. Here we go. A single ball up from the racket, and then the hit on the same hand. First mistake by Eric. 1-love. Well, I'm trying to force the issue off the forehand side. The Singapore fans will certainly have their favourite, but I'm sure they'll be fair as well. No, a bit of an unfortunate scream there, just as he was about to strike the ball. Hope it didn't put him off. 1-2. They train with each other. They know each other's capabilities and potential very, very well. It's going to go back over the net now to Jason Chi. Well, if any of you... Well, he's got that electric chair there, and he can move just a little bit, keep it in position. Oh, he chased that one down well, but then it came straight back into his body off that forehand. But if there's anyone that can inspire, it's this young man. I tell you, he's only 32 now, but he's never accepted that he's not able to do things. This is a quite remarkable story. 3-all. And there was a little bit of extra undercut on that particular shot from Eric. 4-3. Ting Chi Kiong. No, there's a lot of sideways movement as well. Jason, whose body has to be basically strapped into that chair, stop him toppling over. You'll see, I'm sure, in a while, the method by which he's kept there with straps. Oh, he's not happy with that. There you go. The straps are just in the background there. 3-6. He's really determined. There's that big strap around his tummy. Keeps him upright as he stretches for the ball. And that one's long for 6-4. It's very much as in the regular game of table tennis, it's very much a mental thing as well. They're really having to work very hard on the psychological elements. That's out again, so 6-5 and 2 in a row for Jason Chi.
Net. 6-5.
I like the colour on his electric wheelchair there. Is that a snakeskin motif? It certainly looks like it. Either that, is it snakeskin, or maybe kind of batik feel. We'll have to find out. Very fetching. 6-all, that's 3 in a row. Good work.
6-7.
He wears his heart on his sleeve, doesn't he? You know exactly how well that's gone. He wants the cloth in to mop up a little bit of sweat that's come off the elbow. Well, it feels a little bit slow, doesn't it, compared with the standing players? But the remainder of our singles matches, they're all in wheelchairs. And you have to appreciate, that's a fantastic... Well, okay, let was called, but you have to appreciate the extraordinary feeling that they are really sitting in those chairs with very, very little ability to stretch, to move, and then attempting to control this moving ball, sometimes at very difficult speeds. Okay, and now suddenly a little gap in favour of Jason Chi. He's got a 9-7 lead in the first. And now a 10-7 and 3 game points. He was 3 points adrift at 6-3, if you remember, and very frustrated. But now look at the difference. 10-7 game points to Jason. Oh, and he's missed that one. Dear, oh dear, and he'll be very upset with himself for that. Real opportunity. 8-10. And that is it. It's 11-8 after that foul at the serve. And again, the crowd appreciating it. 2 Singaporeans in battle here. Jason Chi has won it by 11 points to 8. Well, it's certainly not the same atmosphere that we had in the team event, where the crowd were really, really baying for action. It was very emotional, very exciting. It's all a little bit lower key this evening on the 4th day of competition, but Jason Chi will be working hard to try and get into the medals once again. Here we have
Level.
second game, love all, and it will be Eric to serve. And that is
Love
gone
one.
wide. Love one. Brings the ball down into his lap before he then uses the non-hitting hand to lift it. And again, a little bit too quick there from that backhand for Jason. It's 1-all. Oh, that's lovely play, and that's gone long. It's 1-2. These players allowed to actually attach the racket to their hands with strapping. There's a little, looks like a plaster there on Jason's hand. You can see that strapping there. It's quite significant, holding the bat in place, and that's a much better backhand. Well, that's better. 3-2. Chi will serve again. And yeah, I don't think Ting was quite ready there. He's just getting himself into a more comfortable position. So many things to think about. Oh, that's a great shot. Lovely depth on that. Good backhand. 3-4. Jason shaking his head, but he's not a great deal he could do about that one. And having to really stretch. And you see the value of those straps keeping him in place. Otherwise, he would have come out of the chair. He has no legs below that table. Only one limb after his terribly tragic accident. But he's not let that interfere with his ambition in life to have as much and a fulfilled life as possible. It's an extraordinary story. 4-5. Good service, well controlled and well picked up there. Wow, that's clever. 6-4, and he did really well, stretching very wide to pick that up. And he made sure he was going to kill that. Yep. 7-4 now, 8-4, 4-8. 4-8 in the second. Again, just trying to get into a comfortable position. Imagine some of the painful positions that you would get into if you're sat in a chair all day, let alone playing table tennis. 4-9, and it's important now that Eric Ting picks up a couple of points and puts a bit of pressure on. He's not going to do it there. And a big smile from Jason Chi. That is now 6 game points in the second to Chi. Oh, he did well, and that's it. It's 11-4 in the second. And after a much more competitive first game, the second game was a little more one-way street, and it was won by Jason Chi by 11 points to 4. So 8 and 4 after the first two. Best of 5, so the first to reach 3. So a little pressure on Eric Ting right now. It will be Chi who will serve.
Second game, Jason from Singapore to serve. Love ball. One love.
Did well to control his ambition. You knew that he wanted to really whack that, and instead he placed it. Still won the point. 1 love. Backhand is good. And the backhand from Eric Ting works as well. Good work in the open. 1-1. Both using backhands, and they maybe should have used way out there on the forehand side. Maybe he should have just tried to get round to play that forehand. Difficult, easy for me to say. Of course it is. 1-2. And that was short of the net, and it's 3-1 now. Jason Chi. He's just got that little bit of extra control. Definitely got major ambition. Loves to win points, and that's a good one. Yeah. It's a beauty right out into the corner, and that is 3-1. Well, actually, I think it's 4-1.
4-1.
4-1 now. Same routine out to the side. He sometimes changes that for a backhand, but he gets a good depth, good length on that forehand service. It's looking good for Jason at the moment. 1-5. He's dropped the ball after all that preparation, but easy to see. Okay, 1-5. Backhand service. Oh, and he was going for a similar kind of angle that he received from Jason earlier. Missed the table. It's 1-6. Well, they've done well to keep that going, and Eric particularly there. Well done. 6-2. Again, keeping the concentration and moving that upper body is really, it's not easy. Yeah, nice shot. Good work for 6-3. Again, Jason trying to get that back, nearly fell out of the seat. Yeah, okay, watch that one down, and 3-7 now is the score.
It's a timeout.
Timeout is called at the moment, so here we go. As they're helped back to the coach side. Yeah, you had to watch that one carefully. Could easily have got a bit excited and put it into the net. You see the timeout called himself by Eric Ting. Three 7. That win by Singapore against Thailand in the team competition was very impressive. 3-1. They came from behind in the doubles and won that one. And then Jason had to win another one to make it safe. It's very exciting. Right, 3-7. Come on, Eric. Let's have a
3-7.
big effort here. Trying to hold the ball in the proper place. Not easy. Good work there. Keeps it nicely on the backhand side. Continuously putting pressure on the backhand. So 4-7. Difficult to pick the ball up now. He's got it. Oh, nice service, and that is 7-5. So since the timeout, that's a really good timeout, wasn't it? That's perfect. Eric Ting has picked up 2 points in a row, forcing it to 7-5 now. And another good shot there, 3 in a row for 6. Wow. Again, stretching a little bit. 7-6. Can he level it up? Don't think so, not with that. Needed something a bit deeper. So 6-8. He's just got it in that little dip in his the palm of his hand. Oh, and unlucky there. To get it into that position takes a lot of effort. So 6-9. Eric Ting putting on a really good display, but Jason determined, isn't he? The eyes are very focused on success. Oh, and he's missed that one, and that will be a real shame. And that is now game and match point to Jason Chi Weng Fei. Here we go. Backhands are doing a job, but watch out. And that's it, into the net, and it's 11-6 in the third. And a good round of applause from the crowd for Jason Chi. Eric Tung contributed, obviously, significantly, but in the end, Jason was just too strong. 3 games to love. He has won this one 11-8, 11-4, 11-6. And the great mates and compatriots have had their day in the sun.